World Economic Forum had this famous commercial where they talked about the Great Reset, and they said, you will own nothing and you will be happy. And you're seeing that happening. You're saying that we are becoming a renter nation. I say it's by design. Explain what you mean by it.
The rents in this country, the average rent, as much as people complain about them, we have 12,000 units. The average rent's about $1,800. And as much as they complain about it, the mortgage on a similar home in that same neighborhood would be double that, plus insurance, plus a PMI, which is mortgage insurance on the mortgage itself. So it's unaffordable for people to own a home today. And that means you will rent, you will literally own nothing and be happy about it.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. it was absolutely lousy. When the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto flat. We have the holiday right around the corner. So liquidity is going to be coming into crypto. No CME, no bond market. So Sunday going towards Monday, we'll start moving up. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates. The short end rose slightly. Long end was down on Friday. And we had the dollar down on Friday also. So, guys, we know we got yield rates down. Dollar is definitely taking a big hit. We know that's good for the markets. Then we have volume and crypto down. We have Tether, USDC, and TUSD. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $772 billion on Friday. And we are starting to see signals of the next distraction from the master magicians. We know we have plenty of drums are beating. We know Armageddon is here. But this time it's all about technology. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now we have Nigeria's top banks collaborate on the e-Naira. Now, guys, we know the NWO is testing this CBDC in Nigeria, one of the first places. Because, guys, they're the smartest people on the planet. So if you're going to test something on someone and see how the rest of the public is going to act, you're going to do it in Nigeria. Because they're going to find a way around this CBDC. And we know the alphabet boys are going to take that information and try to plug the holes. Now, we have Nigeria's central bank loosens rules for banks facilitating crypto transactions. And, guys, here in America, we have the Bitcoin ETF being spread all over social media. So I can imagine what they're doing on television. It's all about pushing adoption globally. And then we have Grant Cardone speaking about you'll own nothing, but you will be happy. And it's all for the fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And real estate was one of the fastest ways for you to gain wealth. Now that we're going to be going towards hyper deflation, everything tokenized and put on blockchain. So now these $300,000 and $400,000 homes are going to be worth $100,000. That's all I'm seeing. When I do my research, that's all I'm seeing in every single state. They're talking about affordable housing. And who's creating the issue? The Fed. They're controlling the supply and demand of housing. And I did a video on how they're going to be taking all this commercial property and turn it into housing, but it's going to be affordable housing. So there's going to be a whole lot of properties coming up for sale, but they're going to be a whole lot cheaper than the housing that we have now. So what do you think that's going to happen to current owners who bought a house maybe 5 years ago? They're going to be extremely upside down. And then on top of it, they're not going to have a job. And the government knows this. They know that the machines are going to replace the employees inside the workforce. So now what they want to do is have ability to make sure you have housing and food. And that's the reason why universal basic income is right around the corner. And universal basic income is tested globally. It's going to be a global thing. People are going to be getting free money to sit at home. This is Babylon 2.0. And that's the reason why these CBDCs and stable coins are so powerful, because they're programmable. They'll be able to tell you what, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale's and about $34.4 billion. Now, getting over to the crypto news, guys, which is unbelievable. We have Paxos gets the New York green light to join Solana blockchain. Now, guys, we know Paxos has been regulated inside New York, but we had Paxos BUSD ordered to get off of Binance and stop minting. So, guys, we see the movie continues. And as we see, Solana keeps pumping because that Goldman Sachs guy, Mike Novogratz, is setting up to sell. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.